Hello, my name's Paula. I'm a foster carer for Blackburn with Darwen. I've been fostering along with my husband for around about 14, 15 years now. We tend to try and do long term where possible, although yes, we have done short terms as well. And we do tend to foster older children. So from the age of maybe 11 upwards, right up to 18. And we also do stay put beyond 18. I always tell people that bringing up looked after children or caring for looked after children isn't like bringing up your own children, because things are different. You do have to have other considerations. On a practical measure, there's things like you need a lock on your bathroom door, so we never had one of those before. You don't come walking downstairs, or your eldest son doesn't like just in his boxer shorts or whatever anymore. You need to cover up. Things like technology in bedrooms. If your children have technology in bedrooms, bear in mind, you might not want your looked after children to have them, simply because you need to monitor what they're on and, round the clock things. So you might have to change rules a little bit. Mobiles downstairs in an evening, something like that. But it's just being mindful and making sure that the rest of your family are mindful of there are now other people in the house. We all need to abide by the same rules. You may very well find that your own family and friends won't necessarily understand. They'll know that you're fostering, they'll know that you're looking after other children, but unless they've experienced what it's like, they might not realise the impact that it will have. For example, your social life, that can change drastically. You will also find that maybe your own family and friends don't understand. When I got my first two boys in, they were hyper, they were running around, they didn't know how to behave. I remember going out for a meal with them quite early on, and my mum and dad came as well, and it was a carvery that we'd gone to, and you know what it's like, you all queue up in time. So my mum and dad were first, then it was the boys, and then me and my husband kind of brought up the rear. And by the time I got to the table, my mum was horrified, and she said, "Have you told him he can't do that? He can't do that." And when I looked round, one of them had the Yorkshire pudding, dripping in gravy, in his hand, holding it up to his mouth, and was biting off it. And it was only at that point that we realised these children didn't know how to use a knife and fork, and so we had to say, "No, you don't do that." But, my mum was just horrified, and there were other examples of that. And over time, she did come to realise that they're not just being naughty, there is a reason behind these behaviours. But you will find some of your friends and families, but why are they doing that? Why are they being naughty? Why they displaying this? Why are they not doing that? Why can't they use a knife and fork? But you will find that other foster carers are your allies. Those are the people who get it. Those are the people who understand. Those are the people who I would say talk to, and you will form a friendship with other foster carers.